Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from mpiinvest.com. Coming to the market history, as expected, the expiry was volatile, but market was trying to move up in the first half. In fact, at one point of time, it actually felt that the market is going to break out, but then all fell loose when the European market opened, and there was an announcement by the Swiss government that they have increased the Swiss central bank, sorry, they have increased their interest rates by 0.5% in spite of the US government sticking to about 0.25% high rate hike. So that is in spite of Credit Suisse, Credit Suisse is a Swiss bank again. They're in trouble already. So in spite of all this trouble, when they hiked 0.5%, we could see the European markets falling, and that continued in India as well. So that gave a big jolt to Indian market. So we could see the big selling that started off from the afternoon and went all the way till end of the day. There was not a single rise of the day. I mean, for the day after it started falling. So finally, we could see again Nifty closing just above 17,000, but then now 17,000 is again important support to watch. If that is broken, we will again see all those bad days. So now let us discuss what happened after that. So after Indian markets closed, one thing that we could see was in the US, there was this again the next report given by Hindenburg. So I'm sure you must be remembering Hindenburg, right? They gave a short selling report on Adani Group, and we saw what mayhem it created in the Indian market. But now they have sent it on a company named Block. So again, immediately we could see Block falling down by almost 14% yesterday. And if you look at the US market, there was also some more comments that came in from Janet Yellen, who is the counterpart in US, like Nirmala Sitharaman here. So she came out and said that they would not be bailing out complete, all the depositors, but of course they're trying to support the banks. But then the insurance, there won't be a blanket insurance as such. But then they are, not going to really support a complete depositors as well. This was, of course, commented earlier also. But yesterday, again, there was this repeat of the comment. So, which again kind of lost confidence in investors that they may not actually support. But then, if you see overall, if you see off late, with so many banks actually getting into crisis in the US, the Federal Reserve has actually been supporting them and trying to bail them out. But it may not be the case with all small banks. But that's exactly the reason why we could see all the small bank stocks actually falling in the US yesterday. But apart from that, in spite of this, the market in the US continued to be very volatile yesterday also. And in fact, at one point of time yesterday, while I was about to get to bed, I checked the US market. Nasdaq was up by more than 2%. And this morning, I see it is just closed above 1%. So that means after 2% rise, it again fell. And again it rise, and finally by end of the day there was huge selling seen, and we could see the US market falling as well. Now apart from this, the bad news came in from US again is that Accenture declared that they declared a big layoff. That is first thing, and second thing, they have actually reduced their projection for the next quarter. So all this together is now going to put more pressure on the IT stocks. So that is also next thing to be focused on. So that means probably we could see some more pressure in the IT sector for upcoming weeks, and similarly the pressure on banks also would continue. So this is something which is not great. Now along with that, yesterday there was another research company that came out and said that Reliance will launching the new Jio postpaid plan is going to put a lot of pressure on Airtel, and because of which both of these companies will be seeing a cut in their ARPU. So ARPU, what you remember, is nothing but average revenue per user. So with the kind of tight competition that's coming up like this, the telecom companies Jio and Airtel will actually take some time to monetize the 5G. So which is not a great news. So now we would see Reliance and Bharti Airtel getting weak for some time. But in meanwhile, Reliance again has some bad news because the crude oil prices have been falling further. In fact, crude oil prices have been falling for quite some time now. But then recently there was this OPEC meet that happened, and yesterday they have said that they are not going to cut production. In fact, a lot of people felt that OPEC will actually cut the production of oil because the prices have gone down. But when they announced that they are not going to cut the production for now, the prices of crude oil has further fallen. This is overall good for the country like India, who's importing crude oil so much. But then for Reliance, it is a bad news because when the crude oil prices go down, naturally their prices also of selling of refined refined oil goes down. So because of which the petrol price will go down, and they will actually not get good profits. So this is why Reliance is again continuing to be pressure. In fact, Reliance is close to its 52-week. Not close to, it's already hit a 52-week low. Infosys also is close to a 52-week low. So overall, if you see, we could expect the market to have some more bearish sentiment for some more time. So this is again going with our own conviction, which we have had last week, that are we in the bear market? This is only kind of adding strength to that conviction, and probably yes, we are actually getting into a bear market. So this is, or we are already in the bear market, I would say. So this is the situation right now. So however, if you look at technically for this week, I'll be predicting the direction only by Sunday. So let's see how the market is closing today. So based on that, let us plan our trades for the next week. However, I am kind of expecting the market not to go below 16,700 as of now. And similarly on the higher side, 17,500. So 16,700 to 17,500 is the range. We will go and discuss on a more narrow range by Monday based on how the market closes today. So that's it for now. Wish you all a happy weekend. Let us discuss more about the market on the Sunday meeting for all the MPA family members. Of course, Sunday meeting is not on YouTube. So it is exclusively for MPA family members. It's a community where we meet every Sunday and discuss more about the market and learn together. If you want to be a part of the community, you can join free. All you need to do is contact our team member on the number mentioned here. You can just WhatsApp them and they'll help you join the community free of cost. So that's it for now. But before we leave, do remember to press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. Goodbye and have a great weekend.